All right, so that is, what was the lap time there? That's a 31:891. I'll try to do this quickly to not take up a ton of time, but let's go back to the beginning. Let's see. So here, this curb here on the left, that's a cheap 1X if you touch that grass before the curb. So just be mindful of that as you're starting laps or whatever. Whoops. So ideally, like braking and turning in, ideally you want to kiss the back side of this curb, like right here. I think that's the fastest way through, but you do have to turn in earlier here than you think. I guess a good reference would be the black patch as well. Here, braking at the 2-cone. Carry a long brake. There's a point in this corner here where you kind of come over, feels like you come over a crest. So I'm just waiting for the car to fall into the corner is the best way to describe it. So doing my braking, starting to cheat down a little bit, kind of like the right-hander from tonight's race at Brands Hatch, turn 2. Right around here, I'm waiting for the car to fall into the camber, fall into the grip. And you can kind of see it, the black patch there, where the track's been repaved because people feeling for that same thing. And I'm back on throttle, not full throttle until I know I'm going to make the corner. I got to tell you, having this Stream Deck where I can set up like the replay controls that I can control, you know, without having to click around on the screen or use the keypad, it's pretty nice. This corner braking at the 3-cone, which is a little bit late. I think initially you may have some trouble braking that late here, but you need to hook the car over this right-hand curb. It's so easy to overshoot this. It's pretty easy to lock up. I think I'm running 57.5, whatever this car comes on is what I ran. It's baseline. It's launched from the COMSCC without any changes. But if you can get the car down to the right-hand curb, you can get on throttle and accelerate to the next corner. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting the thing mid-corner. And you'll never get the car back right, and just puts you out of position. You can easily drop 3-4 tenths here by not getting down to the curbing. So you can see in this, I manipulate the brakes a lot in this car. It's never a smooth trail brake in this car. Just like come off the brake, let a car settle, brake some more. But the important part is getting down onto this curb, because that's where I'm picking up throttle as soon as I'm on that curb, and it's flat. It's not even progressive. Light brake in, get your downshifts done. I do try to keep it tight here. The car can get pretty loose if the tires are heated up. So if you're sliding a lot in this corner and you heat up the tires, this left-hander is can be pretty treacherous. So just make sure you're mindful of that. Back to throttle early, but not full throttle. So I kind of played with the brake there, but you're going to put yaw in the car as soon as you get to track left, you have to brake and turn right. So just be ready to catch a little slide there. Often I'm doing a light lift here because you really want to be able to hit this next right-hand curbing to set up for the hardest turn on the track. So a little lift there. As soon as I come over the crest, I'm spotting that first curb. on the right, and as soon as I'm touching that, I mean, my eyes are flicking back, but as soon as I'm touching this, I'm trying to figure out what my angle is on here. So I'm kind of braking as I'm still fading to the left. It's a little bit longer brake. But again, getting to this right curb is important. So you can get onto this yellow curb on the left, but if you drop a tire here, then your night's over. Slowing the car down enough that I know I can get onto this curb and be ready to catch a little slide at the top. There's a little catch there. That's going to happen if you're doing it right. You can touch the gravel there, dirt. Brown dirt's fast here. Not a 1X. I'm here keeping the car right. As soon, I think it's right at the 100 mark. Or right at the corner of grass there. I want to be turning in as I'm approaching that, and there's not much braking happening here. Just be patient to get back the throttle here. But one thing to point out though is this is about as close as you can get without taking a 1X. You can touch the grass before the curb, but they really don't give you much wiggle room here. It's an easy 1X. That's right on the limit. And then I throw away entry here because once I go back flat to throttle here, I'm going to take the speed as far as I can and throw away the entry. This next right-hand complex is so long. I see people sacrificing here to do a wide entry. Maybe it's faster. I've never been a big fan though. Kind of keep it tight to mid-track, and once you start braking here, it's a continuously just collecting the car. The car wants to kill you here. I'm never particularly stable through here, but again, if you're really out of shape, just be mindful when you go back to the throttle, trying to come onto the front straight, because the tires, you know how the tires heat up in this car. There's a faster way through here, I'm convinced. But you can see I'm like fucking with the throttle the whole time. I do a little bit of brake in the middle. But as soon as I get down to that curb, you can go flat. It's usually a little bit progressive. It's not just to wide open, for me at least. This is another easy 1X here where I'm pretty close. You can touch the grass, but not all of it. I don't know exactly what the cut is there, but it's an easy 1X to pick up. That's it. Split times are up there. This was lap 8. That's when the tires really start to come in. Yeah, shoot me any questions if you have any. And we'll see you guys in a few days.